Yeah, 1 second. The update of OBS kinda fucked up everything. Thanks for letting me know, Achilles. Uh, 1 second, I still have to unmute you. Wait, why do I hear my Oh, because I didn't have my stream muted. Okay, I am currently fixed. Okay, this one too. Okay, that's the wrong one. Can you speak a little back out? Just checking if it works. Okay, that seems to be working.
Great.
Okay, just make sure that you also get recorded. Okay, so shall we start over with take 2?
Sure. Welcome to Would You Waifu?
Okay, 1 second. 8 minutes. Okay, I can remember 8 minutes.
Yeah. We didn't get too in depth. Oh god.
Okay, so just to start over, welcome to Would You Waifu, the talk show where we talk about monster girls in all shapes, sizes, and orientations. I am Scamper Blaze, the guy to me is Blackout. Now that I'm doing this a second time, this is going so much smoother. Another stream?
We did a practice run before we streamed.
Yes! Yes, I did mention I was gonna do another stream, Kit Kat.
I saw us popping up and down. I just didn't know we didn't hear no audio was coming through.
Anyways, sorry, like I was saying, the guy to the left of me is Blackout. I'm Scamper Blaze.
Hi. Alright, yep. Well, welcome to Would You Waifu. We're just two idiots.
As
who
I've
have
proven
idiotic
by
topics.
forgetting about the OBS update.
We have idiotic headcanons and even dumber arguments to go along with that. Loss of brain cells is not of our responsibility.
As
Be warned.
As soon as you clicked, you have consented to becoming potentially dumber, potentially having stupid inputs, and we will not blame you.
Alright. Yeah. Well, be sure to catch our last episode where we talked about our sheep girls, satyrs, and fox girls, where we made fox girls into Vikings.
Yeah, I will say, since I was muted at that time, it's a lot easier to find wolf girls than even fox girls. I was surprised about that one.
I wasn't, honestly. But
I was surprised it was that much easier.
Yeah, I was surprised about the bear girls, finding those were much easier than any of our less common species we have on our talk show so far.
Oh, I just realized another bear girl we could have added. Have you ever watched the Tailspin cartoon?
Oh my god, Rebecca.
Yes.
You were singing the bare necessities, and how'd you not get the tailspin?
Cause they're not the bare necessities.
It's Baloo, the same bear.
I know!
Robot Chicken even made fun of it by mixing the two. Oh, God.
Anyways, so far we have established that the build of a bear girl is gonna be more on the bigger side compared to others. Definitely more chunky or muscular. And if you compare them to our previous entry of 2 streams ago, I'm gonna say they are indeed bigger than cowgirls.
Yeah, if not around the same size.
Okay, so just to elaborate what we missed, the basic anatomy of a bear girl. Paws, both front and hind leg, tail, ears, no human ears, and a little bit of fur. If we're looking at the furry scale, by default it's a 2, but we're willing to go up to a 4.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's everything we talked about while I was muted.
Yeah, we didn't get much into it, honestly. It was us just fumbling around.
Once again, thank you, Achilles, for notifying us that you weren't coming through.
Alright.
Why
Okay,
not?
yeah. So yeah, we got the physique of them being bigger than our normal beast folk. Any other special things we want to do with our bears?
Let's see. Average height, I'm gonna be saying that they're definitely gonna be bigger than 6 feet.
Oh yeah, that was like minimum for me, honestly.
Okay, so I don't really think there's gonna be anything specific mentioned. So let's get into like just either society and wait. You have something?
I was trying to think, but it might fall under society is the thing.
Yeah.
Because you know how bears have to hibernate, and that's kind of a biological function of them. But
Yeah,
I
that
don't
is
see
true.
that. So I kind of want to get into the hibernation, how we're going to deal with that.
Okay. Okay.
Since bears do hibernate during the colder months of the year after engorging themselves to survive it. But what do you think? Do more bear girls hibernate?
Okay. If we're gonna kind of combine both the humanoid aspect and the bear aspect, we have to, of course, starting to balance it. So,
Yeah.
while I don't think it's gonna be like full-on hibernation,
Yeah.
I do think that they would have like a couple of day-long naps.
Yeah, what you can do after none of those? God.
Oh, I miss sleep.
We all do. We all miss sleep. Let's see. Does the hibernation really do anything for them, or is that just kind of like a natural thing that they've obtained?
Okay, so the use of a hibernation tends to actually be to basically go in a low state of metabolism when resources are scarce.
Yep.
And it's all, and certain bears also use that period to gestate if they happen to be pregnant. So
Yeah.
technically it does have their benefits, but I don't think that like bears in captivity or zoos actually hibernate. So it's definitely a bit of a nature scenario and not as much of a nurture scenario, I think. Or what do we
I
use?
think they do hibernate in zoos and such.
Huh.
Pretty sure they do.
I mean, it would make sense. Wait, even a bear that would be born in captivity?
I would believe so.
I will have to Google that later, because now I'm curious, but... Yeah, I don't think...
Google Sensei.
Yeah, I don't think the hibernation will be as strong as a normal bear, but... Speaking of hibernating bears, what bear are we actually gonna say would be the main bear girl? Like, of course there are gonna be variants, but which one do you think is the more common one?
Black bear or grizzly bear, if that's what you're getting at.
Yeah, I am gonna agree with grizzly bear.
Okay, fair. I'm just throwing out a few.
Wait, like,
Let's see.
is the grizzly bear is basically the brown bear, or is that something else?
Brown, yeah, brown. Big brown bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're the common ones you would think of when you think of bear.
Yeah, okay, I'm okay with accepting that.
Huh.
Oh,
Bears
God.
in zoos will not hibernate if food is available, though they will slow down and sleep more than usual.
Ah, so I was correct.
Right. Yeah, I can see that then. Yeah.
Anyways, oh god, I just saw what the dragon kind of became during the Monster Hunter stream. Yeah, that is a derp loaf.
Yeah.
So, before we actually get in society, where do you think they would be more common? Because I think they're either going to be North American or Russian if we're going to go with the common one being the grizzly bear.
It kind of makes sense just to put them in Russia.
Yeah.
Honestly, because yeah, just the whole Russian motif around bears. So I would not be against putting them in Russia. Do we have a Russian one?
Well, nothing like truly Russian.
Yeah, things that could live there, but not truly. So I'm fine putting it there on our world map of monster girls. You know what? We need to just get like a map up here and just start putting monster girls on it. Where we put them.
Oh, that could be our final episode of the Would You Waifu Safari. Just a map.
Mapping out monster girls.
Yeah.
No, I'd be down. I'd be down.
Is the background music even playing?
Yes. Yes, it is.
I am not hearing it. Hold on.
It's actually louder than us.
Oh, crap.
Oh, this stream is off to an amazing start, isn't it?
Look, we never promised quality. At least we are accurate with our advertisements.
You call this show quality?
No!
I'm just saying.
That's what I said. We never promised quality.
We just promised dumb arguments. It's,
Okay, so
uh-huh.
since we're gonna kind of make them more Russian, so that would be like North Middle Europe.
Around there, if not, we can go a little bit more north as well.
Yeah. Because honestly, I was very okay with just making them the Northern American monster, because there's bears spread over a lot of bits in Canada, America.
Mm-hmm. I do say bears have no business being as cute as they are, but as fucking dangerous as they are.
Yeah.
Like, you look at their little ears and they're so cute.
Like,
but then you gotta realize, that thing will fuck me up.
But why friend-shaped if not friends?
Pretty much. They're all friend-shaped.
Like when a bear opens his mouth, you're like, yep, this is how I die. But as soon as you just see those eyes, those ears, that little snout, you're just
little
like,
tail.
Yeah, like seriously, for such a efficient predator, they are not supposed to look that cute. God damn it!
That's my one hang up about bears. They should not be friend-shaped, but be that ferocious.
Okay, so that actually does open up something else with their diet, because normally we have things that are either technically carnivore, we say, oh, but they're conditional herbivores, and vice versa.
Yeah.
This is one of the few ones that are true omnivores.
Yeah.
Fruit? Consume. Flesh? Consume. Fish? Get in there, buddy. Honey? Nom 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 nom. Picnic baskets.
What did I do? Yeah. One of our true omnivores. The only other true omnivore I can think of was our satyr girls.
Yup. Okay, so...
Bear girls would be right below satyrs in the omnivore list, I would say, though.
Actually, I would say they would be equal. Okay, if we're talking about real foods, equal.
Yeah.
In general, satyrs win.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like in that tier list of omni of everything.
They put the omni and omnivore.
Yeah.
Okay, but they wouldn't, compared to a satyr, they would actually need a lot more calories.
Yeah, that's fair. Eat a lot more. That's probably why they, like, since we established that they don't need to hibernate, they would probably eat a lot. Would they be foodie? They would not be foodies.
Yeah, they would not get a... Well, they would just eat a lot, but considering they
Mhm.
also have like a strength, like a muscle output, it wouldn't just be fat.
Mhm.
I mean, it would be part of it, but
Like they would be on the bodybuilder's diet, which is like 4 to 5,000 calories.
oh god.
Because like there's the bodybuilders that are for contests, and then there's the bodybuilders that actually lift the fucking weight, and you know how big and heavy those guys are.
Yeah, I have seen those guys.
That stomach is all muscle.
I also like that it's that those bodybuilders have like their own show, and then they just fuck around with each other.
Yeah.
Like, assuming you have a bear girl girlfriend, a lot of your income will go to just feeding her so she doesn't get hangry.
Yeah, fair.
Okay, okay, so... Wait, why do I not hear the music again?
I hear it.
Oh, did I
It's
put...
going. You're good.
Okay, I think I just put monitor off. Like, this update kind of fucked with a lot of my settings.
You need to go in and fix all those one of these days.
Apparently the update happened like somewhere in this weekend, so I haven't used OBS in that meantime.
Okay, so I'm just saying now. Let's see. We've gone through their eating habits. We've gone through their general physique and builds. Anything special about their paws and teeth, or are we just keeping those bear classed?
Oh, they would definitely. I assume that dexterity-based, their hands would actually be more towards the bear build. One, because it's adorable, and it should not be. Two,
Bear paws should not be that adorable.
yeah, like that's gonna be our biggest gripe. That's, let's just
They're
say.
too friend-shaped.
Okay, let's see. With both the hands and like the paws, I do think they will be a little bit less dexterous. How How much of a snout do you think they'd have?
How pronounced it is, I would say. I'm
Yes.
not sure. Like, is there any reason it to be so pronounced than average humans?
Uh,
Do we need to give them a muzzle?
uh, need is indeed a big word, so I don't really think we.
That's what
need-
I'm saying. It's like,
Yeah.
why would they have it?
That is fair. Rather just to eat more at once. Or just to have strong jaws.
Mm.
I do think that...
A more pronounced jawline.
I do actually think that considering bear... for at least a predator, the skull of a bear is actually pretty thick, so they would have...
I know.
kind of a big head ratio.
Skull so thick you can actually shoot at the head and it still won't die.
Yeah, it is not boar level of density, but like I said, for a predator, it is a very well-defined skull.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you know how satyrs were actually like enemies with harpies?
Yes.
Considering how certain bears actually have like a symbiotic relationship with certain birds, I think these would actually get along with harpies, but they don't really take up the same habitats though.
I mean, I can see it, honestly. I have nothing really against it, but
Actually, now that
For
I
it,
think about
and
it, they would actually be getting along better with a different monster girl we spoke of. The last episode, the Fae. At some
I
point,
guess I could see that. Yeah.
yeah,
That'd probably work better than harpies, I'm being honest.
yeah, because for example, I'm gonna use a specific bird. I think it's called a honey finder, or something.
I wouldn't be surprised, but go ahead.
It is a specific bird that both humans and certain animals use to find honey. The bird leads them to a honeycomb or beehive, while the animal or human will harvest it and actually pay the bird with some honey for their services.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Speaking of friends and rivalries, I can think of one big rival it would have, but we will not be able to talk about it until our next episode if you catch my drift.
Elaborate.
You know what Monster Girl we're talking about next time, right?
We have not.
The kind.
We have not fully decided yet, but
No,
we have options.
the one you wanted to do.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you kind of know where I'm getting, and you kind of like. Nailed it.
Okay.
I'm not going to announce it till the end, though.
Yeah, I can. Part of that, yeah, I can definitely agree. They will not get along.
I think that would be the most common rivalry we'd see.
Oh, it is. I think it's just straight up hostility.
Oh yeah, it's on site, no words.
Yeah. Okay, so. But
Alright. Let's move on from our secret topic here.
It's a mystery tool we will use later.
But I don't think there's any other biological stuff we need to address here.
Nope.
So I'm fine moving on with society if you are.
Yes, please.
Oh, you're eager. You got something, don't you? What you got?
A little bit, but so normally I'm the one who asks, if left alone, where do you think they would be? Well, I would honestly say I don't really see them going past a certain tech level. I'm gonna give them to, like, if they were the dominant species, they would be around, like, the pioneers. Like, the...
I guess I can agree with you on that. I feel like they do have a very simplistic lifestyle compared to our other monster girls we've talked about.
Yeah, normally I try to see, like, okay, what move makes sense. But honestly...
Let's be honest, our bear girls probably just want to eat and sleep.
Yeah, so simple colonists, so that would also kind of make sense with the headcanon I had for making them American. Besides the invasive cat girl species.
Evening, Gamya.
Good evening, Gavnia. But yeah, so I do think that while they would be kind of the cottagecore life, they would also definitely be all about spreading their territory, because while bears can be social, they tend to be more on their own, so they would love to have large plots of land for themselves.
Yeah, which is fair. That's definitely something I was thinking of too.
Yeah.
They're more solitude than pack, like a lot of these girls we've talked about.
Yeah. And honestly, this
like,
is also...
the only exception I can really see is if they're family.
Yeah, family, potentially mate, and even then that's iffy with certain bears.
Yeah. The notable exceptions, but yeah, they're pretty solidarity.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you think they would make their own houses of, like, because on one side I can see them as making like great lumberjacks, just making cabins here and there, but on the other side I can also see them just renovating caves. What's your input on this? Look out. Look out. Okay, one second, let me just check if he muted himself. No, he did not. Huh. Anyways, since he isn't really responding for some reason, like I said, kind of early colonialism, so they would definitely be kind of a threat to native species. One second, because of both me not hearing the music and Blacker not responding. Cortez, I wish gay people were... I would see bears working with beefers as lumberjacks. Oh yeah, they could work together with the cow folks, but honestly, I also see them being nice solidarity, making farms on their own. And if anything, they would work well with the forest-dwelling fae for both fruit, honey, while the bears could help with construction and heavy lifting. Also,
Sorry about that, I'm back.
okay, I was about to add you to make sure that you didn't have tech issues.
No, I had to go do something real quick. Anyway. Sorry, what did I miss?
Oh, I was basically saying that I can imagine bears both making cottages or just refurnishing caves. And Achilles would see them working with the beavers as lumberjacks, but I could see them... I kind of went further in how they would work together with the fae. Also, Cortez is wishing that gay people were real.
I have a out of left field job for them.
I'm listening.
Pro wrestler.
Okay. Well, like, is this because you went to SmackDown?
No, not just that, but yes I did. No, it's actually a common thing back in the older days where they would actually put people in the rings with bears and they would fight them.
Oh, kind of like, do you mean like gladiators, or do you mean like...
No, like
actual
actual
wrestling?
wrestling ring. Yeah,
Ah.
people would fight bears.
Well, I can
It was-
definitely see them... I wouldn't say that as a profession, but I definitely would say they would use it as a form of entertainment.
They could definitely be pro wrestlers. There's actually...
Oh shit, you went the lucky bastard. I also... Also, you know who else wrestled bears? Stuart. Ooh?
Stu Hart. Is that part of the Hart Dynasty? Anyway, yeah, but no. I just actually think people would fight bears in rings.
Yeah.
There was a common sideshow thing they would do.
I have no idea what it is.
Bret and Owen's dad, Bret and Owen Hart in WWE.
Ah, I haven't kept up with WWE since the
You don't-
2010s.
You should know who Bret the Hitman Hart is, though, right?
Okay, the name sounds familiar, but I don't think I've ever... I know like a handful of wrestlers. I know Onaga, The Great Khali, Rey Mysterio, Undertaker, Kane, Triple H, Edge. I don't know a lot of others.
Anyway, let's continue. Anyway, we're off topic.
Yeah.
No, that's kind of my left field thing. Like, yay, pro wrestling bear.
Imagine how that is, how Thanksgiving is celebrated. And instead of remembering the Pilgrims and the Native Americans having a meal, wrestling match. The time that the Pilgrim Bears, German suplexed the Native American. What did we put there again?
Rabbit girls.
That's a mental image.
Bear girls suplexing a bunny.
Okay, now I just kind of want to see that, like, just some scrawny rabbit girl getting clotheslined by Mama Bear. Okay, yeah. Sorry, that's just a mental image that is kind of funny.
From the top branch.
Ooh. Okay, sorry. This is just now. This is just like a matchup I kind of want to see. So imagine just a bear has been going around flinging around rabbits left and right, and then they meet the rabbit's giant girlfriend who's like at eye level with the bear. The bear would be like, I'm both confused and aroused.
Oh, just thinking about it. Yeah. Told ya, dumb headcanons. We told you.
Yeah.
I'll be damned if there are not bear wrestling girls in our world.
Ooh. Okay, so if are we going for the more European style wrestling, a lucha libre, or sumo wrestling?
It doesn't have to be. There's more than just those, but
I know, but those are the three main forms of wrestling I can just think of.
none of them.
But what would make the
Fuck
most
it, European, I guess.
Yeah.
In your
ancient
your
Olympic
example.
wrestling? Everyone knew, even the men, especially the men.
The mating ritual is
Oh, it's been a while since we actually talked about something stupid like the mating rituals. Like the most fun I had with coming up with stupid mating rituals was the centaurs, like the females being the crafters and the males just being like flamboyant show ponies.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
yeah, I
like
could
good mating ritual one in a while.
yeah, so I could definitely imagine both bear girls and boys wrestling to decide who is the top. Because honestly, bears are one of the mammals that don't really fight amongst each other for a mate. They tend to fight the mate from time to time.
Yeah.
Was there no wait, the love interest in Brother Bear 2 didn't turn into a bear, right? Or did she?
I believe she did.
I need to rewatch that movie. It's been years.
Good movie. Damn.
Thank you for confirming, Cabez, and thank you for confirming Blackout.
Let's see. Anything else with our society that we could do with them?
So
How
let's
about in a human populated world? Because we've only did bear populated.
yeah, well, monster created,
Yeah.
populated, because I do think that they would be pilgrims and also colonialists, so they would definitely settle both in America, which kind of works with their early lifestyle. Russia still works amazing for them. I'm definitely gonna say that they would be more on the
Soviet
French
Russia,
side.
bear hunt you. And Soviet Russia, bear hunt you.
Struggle snuggle. Did you get fishing out, by the way? Because I think bears would be river folk. Yeah, like I could definitely see them being more like fishers, both lumberjacks. They could even just set up their farms. Like they are solitaire. They would try to get a nice plot of land, maybe a ranch.
Salmon farmers.
I mean, I could definitely see them doing that.
I think that's a little too much for them, but
Yeah, you need a little bit of a community to actually like farm fish efficiently. But I could definitely just see them like fishing, living from the land, all the bees.
beekeepers?
You know, yeah. It is
I would say that. Yeah. Never mind.
if it's just normal bees, yeah, that definitely would make sense. Because honestly, it is quite easy to keep bees if you just pay attention to them. You don't even need that much land.
The bee's mortal enemy, Smokey the Bear.
Only you can stop forest fires. The way you stop them is by keeping an eye on me. In my defense, I was left unsupervised.
Only you to prevent forest fires. Only you, Jimmy. Why didn't you prevent this forest fire?
Yeah, I see that meme.
Yeah.
But honestly, yeah, if we move them up to a little bit more modern, so integrating them with like human technology, they would definitely be great atheists or basically a little bit hermity. They would not live in the city, mostly on farms, kinda on the borders.
They could be the country bears.
Yeah.
That's another movie.
It sounds familiar. Like I think I've seen it. You know why I know Husbandos?
An adopted bear worships this bear country group, and he tries to get all the members back together.
Cortez, I will not look up a female Smokey the Bear for you on stream. Anyways, but yeah, if I do think that
We are not looking up male bears. Exactly that.
But yeah, what did we actually settle on if they were to integrate in human tech in human environments?
Again, being such living in solitude doesn't really put them as one of the more social species. So, I mean, it would just be like the normal lifestyle, just a little bit more upgraded, being farmers, beekeepers, and such.
Yeah,
but
actually, not
honestly, again, I don't think their lifestyle is changing that much over time.
Okay, but while I do think they would actually vibe with humans quite well, mostly because of those Russian videos, like just a Russian family, a grizzly bear walks in, just sits at the table.
Yeah.
Like once a bear is domesticated, then the reason they are friend-shaped comes forward. Like they really are friend-shaped.
Yeah.
So I do think that they would be great, like farm hands, help with like heavy lifting, but mostly like for bed and breakfast. Oh crap! I just remembered there's a bear game about running a bed and breakfast.
I remember that one Family Guy clip where Peter goes to a bed and breakfast run by bears.
Another example of bear. You know, another actually good out of left field thing in the human society. They would be great hosts for like hotels, bed and breakfasts, little getaways.
I guess, but that's not really something just they can do, though.
I know. I'm just saying they would be good at it, though.
I don't know about that.
Goldilocks. Yeah, there's been bear bread and breakfasts since the Brother Grimm. So, like, I agree they are more on their own, but I can see them being the more hospitable races of monster girls. Like, it is more likely that you're allowed to crash on a bear girl's couch than, for example, a cat girl.
You need a nap? Sure, I need a nap too.
Exactly, like, hi, it's raining, can I take shelter? Oh, sure. Like, sure, they might be solitary, but I do think they would be friendly.
Just don't wake them up from a nap.
Exactly! Also, what about different species like polar? Yeah, we should probably get in... This is probably one of the few monster girls that would have clear differentiated subspecies. Okay, shall we delve into
Pandas,
subspecies?
polars. Sure, yeah.
Would you like to start with polars or pandas?
I guess we can start with polars. I don't think there's much more to talk about with them, honestly.
Okay, yeah, they just would live further up north, like kind of Eskimo culture.
Yeah. Drill holes in the ice fish and such.
Yeah.
Probably one of the bigger species of bear girl we have.
Definitely, they would be able to handle cold better. Anyway.
White hair or black hair?
White hair, but black skin.
Okay.
Yeah, I think those would be more like fisherman culture, like harbor towns.
They would have to be.
Yeah. Kind like
Ice fishing.
they would go crab fishing on boats, like those reality shows.
The deadliest sketch, yeah.
I will say that polar bears in human culture would be kind of like basically Aquaman's origin story in the DC movies
Alright.
with Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
I can see that type of culture, like being kind of Nordic, Scandinavian fisher folk. Definitely the strongest.
Modern society, you probably see him more as captain of fishing vessels and such. Yeah.
Yeah, or the one that will just pull you out of the water if you fall over.
Something like that, yeah.
I still like that in the north there's a rule that you have to keep your house and cars unlocked in case someone is just being chased by a polar bear. Like, I respect that, and I also find it just funny.
If you want to know about holding a grudge, a polar bear holds a fucking grudge. So that does bring up something, since it's probably not a beast code we're going to talk about. Seal girls. Polar bears versus seal girls.
So, when you say
whole dynamic.
seal girls, do you mean specifically just seals, or do you mean our version of mermaids?
Could be both. Why not?
Okay, so I don't think there would be like separate seal girls specifically.
Okay.
I think
There are subspecies of mermaids, so yeah, sure.
I think they would be closer to what our version of mermaids were, yeah. So, that sounds just fed up.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think mermaids would be the biggest fans of polar bears.
They're fighting over the penguin harpy meals. Just kidding. Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
No, they would definitely fight over fish. Yeah.
Yeah, so, and they would definitely just scare away the mermaids when they are trying to rest. Like, do not mess with a bear's napping, but they will mess with your nap, unless you ask nicely, like, hey, can I take a nap here? Sure. So...
You going to say no to a bear?
Yeah, sadly you can't just use a laser pointer to distract a bear.
Now, if they want something, they're probably going to get it, let's be honest here.
Yeah.
Like, again, who's going to say no?
For multiple reasons. One, they're big, they're intimidating. On the other side, they are way too friend-shaped, god damn it!
Bear Girl Secret Best Girl. Just kidding.
Okay, so I do actually have a few things I have to say about pandas.
Okay.
One, why is Mei Mei such a common name?
I don't know. It's a common Chinese name where pandas are the ambassadors from and such. Pandas are weird. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, like, I'm honestly, as someone who studied biology, surprised they are still alive.
I believe most scientists are surprised they're alive with their habits. They're omnivores, but they prefer bamboo. They don't like to reproduce much.
And the time they want to reproduce, it's either they are not in the mood, the partner is not in the mood, the moon is not in the correct position in the sky. Like, how are pandas...
That leaf is off 15 degrees.
Yeah. Yeah. The sleeping chamber is not 100% feng shui.
How have they lived so long?
Yeah. It is basically like how we play D&D, like the amount of effort you have to put in to keep us alive.
And you need more of that to keep a panda alive.
Imagine... You know what, fuck it, I'm gonna look something up real quick. I'm gonna check if there's, like, a game that is about keeping a panda alive. That isn't Zoo Tycoon.
Probably some kind of flash game, I would imagine.
Yeah, probably.
I believe all pandas are Chinese except for one. I believe.
Elaborate.
I believe it was a Chinese bear that was like, you know how they're ambassadors from China since all pandas are Chinese. They're just
Yes.
lended to other zoos and such. I believe one of those pandas actually gave birth in another country, so it's originated in that country. I remember reading something like that.
Yeah, I think that happens a couple times. It was specifically the first time
No, it
that
hasn't
it happened. It hasn't happened a lot. Also, it is kind of weird that out of all the animals, I mean, it's not weird, specifically just that it has such celebrity status. Like, it's just the poster boy, the poster face, or whatever you want to call it, of
Yeah.
endangered animals. And it has been that way for years, decades.
Okay. Yeah, there has only been one panda not owned by China named Xinjin, Xin. It was conceived naturally and born in the zoo in 1990 by a Chinese bear. She was born in the London Zoo but died in Mexico. She's the only giant panda in the world that doesn't belong to China.
Huh!
Yeah, all pandas are Chinese except Xinjin.
It kind of says something that, of course, the only non-Chinese one is British. Did they put Shenzhen in a museum?
I'm not sure. I didn't read it. I'm just saying there. I remember reading that there's only been one giant panda who was not Chinese.
Yeah. Also, speaking of which, red pandas are not actually pandas or bears at all.
Yeah. But they're cute anyway, so we give them a pass.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The only friend-shaped bear that's a friend.
I mean, there's other bears that are just friend-shaped. I was gonna say koalas, but then I remember what a koala sounds like.
Koalas are not friends.
Yeah, they're Australian.
Koala bears are even weirder, but they're not bears, so I'm not talking about them.
Yeah. Okay, so what would be the weirdest bear girl to run into? Because I'm thinking of the lip bear.
I have a meme answer. I just don't know what kind of bear it was. You know that one thing that was going around the internet? That bear that looked like it was in a it was a human suit. It was a Chinese suit, I believe.
What?
There's a thing going around. Hold on. I might have to send you the video, but
Okay.
we just glance over it. I think it's a sun bear.
Oh wait, hold up. Yeah, I think that might be the same type of bear I'm talking about.
I'm not sure, but it looked like there were so many videos of it. It looked like it was a bear and a human in a bear costume.
Yeah, I know which bear you mean. The sun bear with the massive ass tongue, the kind of crescent.
Yeah, sun bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said lip bear, so I don't know.
Yeah,
it was a
I was
Chinese zoo.
I was thinking of a sun bear.
Yeah, sun bear.
Yeah, just that lip game though. I mean, since we're talking about Would You Waifu, that would give it some extra points.
Another weird one, sloth bear.
Was it sloth bear I was thinking of?
I'm thinking of sloth bear. It has these big bushy ears.
Okay, that just looks adorable.
Yeah.
Oh, world deadliest bear, hold up. The sloth bear?
I thought the Kodiak was the deadliest.
I mean, I just typed in sloth. Oh yeah, I was thinking of the sloth bear because the Dutch word of that is actually like lip bear.
Ah.
That was the one I was thinking of. They do look alike. Like the sloth bear is just it's just a very fluffy sun bear. Because I just googled sloth bear and I just see sloth bear, world deadliest bear. Sloth bear versus tiger. Sloth bears are known for their incredible strength and unpredictability.
Kodiaks are way more deadly here.
Probably. Wait, is Kodiak like the Asian black bear?
No, it's like a bigger grizzly if I believe. Like the saying, if it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lie down. If it's Kodiak,
You're not coming back.
you don't. Yeah, that was it. You're not coming back, or the sentence just ends there. If it's Kodiak, you're already.
I also have a version that if it's Kodiak, I'll tell your family.
Yeah, Kodiaks are pretty much bigger grizzlies.
Yeah.
Like about double the weight. Add like another, like they're so much bigger.
That's what she said.
Like their minimum is a grizzly's maximum.
God damn.
A bear gets the height of 120 centimeters on all four. A Kodiak is 120 centimeters at its minimum. It goes up to like 153 centimeters tall. Yeah, thank you, Google Sensei. But I think we've kind of run this course dry. I think we need to kind of finish off our bear girls now. If
Yeah.
not, they're gonna finish us off.
So before we head over to wolves,
Wolf girls.
look at before we started talking about bear girls, what was your general and waifu rating?
General rating, I would say solid 7, honestly.
Okay.
I had to give them. It was like around a 6, but we have the friend shape point, so
Yeah.
the friend shape earns a point by itself. Let's be honest here.
Uh-huh.
My waifu rating, probably about the same. Let's be honest here. I just they should not be friend shape and be that vicious.
Okay, so before I ask what your current stand is, I'm gonna just say what mine was. Before we started, my general interest was actually kind of low on A4. Like, I like bears and all, but I didn't think we would get a lot out of them. Like, when looking for images, I was not expecting to find this many. Waifu rating, I'm actually gonna give like an 8.
Fair.
It was gonna be a 7, but once again, they are way too friend-shaped, and I just like the size difference. This goes both to things being smaller than me, than things being potentially way bigger than me.
No one likes to be the same size.
Yeah. I want to be looked down upon for once, and I mean that in the literal sense, not the.
Sometimes you want to be the little spoon.
Yeah.
They would have the best snuggles, though. Let's be honest with that.
Oh my God, we have finally dethroned the Lamia.
Well, yeah, let's be honest here. Lamias give the best hugs, but you can't snuggle a Lamia without being choked out, let's be honest here.
Don't threaten me with a good time. But yeah, I do agree.
I am threatening you with a good time.
Oh wait, I do realize something that you are too tall, Skip. Yes, that's why I need a bear waifu to be looked down upon. Anyways, I think this was something that was said when we were still muted. Thick ties, take lives. To die by the tie is the way of the warrior. Okay, but now that we had all this discussion, like, I kind of like pilgrim bears or just the cottage ones. Just simple. Like, they would be a Stardew Valley character.
Fair, yeah.
So, general interest actually had a big increase because we talked about it. I also just like the mental image of bear suplexing bunnies now. So, general interest raised all the way up to a 7 for me, while waifu stayed at an 8.
Yeah, I'd say it's about the same for me here. Let's be honest. I think it's stop saying that, but whatever. But yeah, that's about the range I'm at too. 7 and 8.
You know what? Just before we go to over to the Wolf Girls, I'm gonna change one more thing real quick. I'm just changing the quote real quick.
Copy paste, copy paste, copy paste.
They are way too French-shaped. That is honestly the best thing we got out of this. Like, it is definitely not as mind-bendingly left field as Viking foxes, but it is something we both agree on. They are just way too French-shaped for what they are.
Yeah, usually we try to have opposing opinions, but it's every now and then we get our common ground.
Yeah. Like, we don't even need a hill for this. Like,
they are too French-shaped!
something that can just rip you apart that easily should not look that cute.
And that is the hill we will be dying on today. Bears are too cute to be that vicious.
Honestly, I'm gonna ask myself if I would waifu a bear. Yes, and only because I have better healthcare than you do.
Fuck the healthcare, man.
I know what I said!
I'm just saying, I would say yes. Fuck the healthcare, though. I accept the risk of a bear girl. I accept the risk.
To die by the thigh is the way of the warrior.
A bear hug is a life or death situation in this
Okay.
case.
Oh wait, we actually haven't talked about what they would be in our fantasy setting. Strength-based monks.
I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Let's be,
It's gonna be a martial class or druid. That's all I'm gonna say.
yeah. Strength-based monk. Sure.
Potentially paladin, but
Just fighter, my man.
yeah, but
They're not trained. They just use brute strength. Let's be honest.
so paladin.
I need
Anyways,
to stop saying "let's be honest."
it is
God,
fun to
what?
say.
Come on, my catchphrase at this point.
Yeah. Anyways, onwards to Wolf Girls.
Onwards to the park.
Let the dogs out.
Awooga.
Anyways, we haven't really talked about dog girls yet, right?
No, this is kind of a mixed thing because they are pretty mixed together in media.
Yeah.
I almost missed it again.
Yeah, and in a lot of settings, it turns out to be a dog girl and then just becomes a wolf, because you gotta have a
Or
Fenrir.
it's a wolf girl that just keeps calling a dog girl like, "Don't call me a dog, I'm a wolf."
Yep. Oh, that's such a trope. That is such a common
That is a
trope.
trope. Yeah.
Yeah, like, you stupid mutt, stop calling me a mutt, I'm a proud wolf. Yes, but I'm insulting you. That is how that works.
Yeah, I don't really like that trope.
Yeah,
It's so default.
yeah, it's not even that good of a one. Like, mutt, bitch, sure. But as soon as they stop saying like, you human, yeah, like you're not being racist right now.
Mm-hmm. Are wolf girls racist? Find out next time.
The next time is now.
Oh look, it's the next time.
Okay, so there is actually something we do need to... I think we need to address ASAP when it comes to wolf girls.
And that being?
The alpha omega mentality. Because that does not apply to actually wolves.
Yeah, that's kind of like a human generalization.
Yeah, like, and it's a misconception. It was originally meant to address chickens.
Yeah.
Hell, the alpha chicken was the one that was most likely to become food. Oh wait, I just saw something about the one wolf girl from Satan Academy, Lanka's big sister.
Yeah.
Her tail is behind her hair.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, that was just like artistically. I was looking at them, I was like,
I just grabbed the first picture I found of him. All right.
No, I just think that's just a problem with the design, like just an animation error. Okay, so biologically speaking, they are definitely a lot smaller than bear girls.
Oh yeah, very agile.
If we're not gonna, let's not open the can of worms that is the variety that is all the dog breeds we currently have, because we don't need to talk about Chihuahua waifus.
Dogs are on a scale of yip to boof. That's
I thought behind boof became borf, like roof.
No, it's boof. They can't even get the bark out. It has to go through their whole body.
Yeah, just a subwoofer. Yeah, so wolf girls, I do think they would be. I do think they would be kind of comparable to just human size, like nothing too varying, like not that much smaller, not that much bigger. Like
Wolves are bigger than people think they are. So
they're also smaller than people think they are. It depends where they grew up. Like the facts that I learned from Satan Academy. If it's colder, they do actually make it so that they grow bigger, just to balance it out. While if you go further south, like let's say Switzerland or like Germany, then the wolves are massively smaller.
Didn't they say that was like some kind of version of Darwinism or something?
Yes.
I don't remember. I don't think it was Darwinism. It might have been something else.
Well, Darwinism is just kind of the study of evolution. It is an adaptation.
Yeah, it was some kind of adaptation. Because Lanka was like always bundled up and taken care of by the big sister. She stayed spoiled.
I honestly loved that bit. Like,
yeah.
Like, it is simple. I'm not sure if it's truly accurate, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
I also think it has to do with like how dense the forests are that they roam in.
Yeah, because big bodies wouldn't navigate through trees like that. So, again, wolves would be very optimized to their environment.
I mean, that is with most species, but like I said, I'm just gonna put them on the human size scale.
Yeah, about human size. I don't really have much on the way of their biology. Nothing really sticks out. Though there probably would be a lot of stuff for society that I can think of.
Yeah, the only thing that I potentially would want to address, and that is just, and that's just the furry in me, would be if we're gonna talk about genitalia.
Fuck it, let's do it.
Okay, so first off with females, are we gonna give them like one set of breasts or the whole row of just multiple nips?
You've been against the multiple nips in the past, that's the thing.
When it doesn't make sense, but yeah, I am still steering towards just lesser, because honestly, if it's covered with fur, I'm okay with just having lesser clothing, but if they are gonna be, how do I say this? Like, okay, I kind of lost my train of thought there, but yeah, I tend to be against having unnecessarily amounts of nips, because it's kind of hard to imagine trying to anthropomorphize it when just in my mind. Plus, with wolves and such, the breasts aren't even that large, so
yeah. They wouldn't really need them. We've already decided that our beast goes
yeah.
Is the thing because of the human side.
Ooh. Oh, I just... No, wait, that's a hellhound. That is something completely different.
But I guess I'll take the shot, and for our male beastmen, red rockets. No,
I was gonna say yes.
you want red rocket?
I mean, might as well. Put a little bit of spice in your bed.
Nothing against it. Sure. I mean, it has a job of why it's like that.
Exactly.
The sword is in the sheath.
It has...
Or is it in the sheath, or is there no sheath?
How human are we making them again? Like, what is the scale?
We're going between 2 and 4, remember? So
In that case... I would say semi.
grower, not a shower.
Exactly.
Sure. That's just normal anyway.
Yeah. Okay,
Um,
so... Kinda unrelated.
Alright.
Okay, so just in recent media, what is your like favorite depiction of just a wolf? It can be wolf girl, can be a wolf person, werewolf.
Favorite depiction? Like, what do you mean by that?
Just like in recent memory, what is just a wolf that you like?
In recent memory. Best waifu hollow. Hollow.
Oh, good point. There's that anime is back.
With her rebooted anime, yes. A fan favorite amongst the wolf girl community.
Yeah, I was gonna name a different one, but she's a hellhound, so she doesn't count.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually gonna go with Death from the second Puss in Boots movie.
He's a good wolf beastman.
Yeah, he is badass.
Mhm.
Like there was no need to go that hard with the character, but god damn, they
One of the
delivered.
best villains in the Shrekverse.
Oh, by far.
Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's any other in recent memory.
Let's see.
Senton Academy. Getting a little old.
Getting a little bit older, yeah. Dragon Darkness, that's really with wolves.
Yeah.
Were there werewolves in Baldur's Gate 3? Yes, there were.
Yeah, the shift. We got werewolves.
Just no important werewolves.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, biology-wise, I do think that, well, compared to bears, they are a lot more carnivorous, so they would be more of a, their diets would definitely be more meat-based.
Okay, yeah, I don't think there's much for biology. Like, they're the classic wolf girl that people...
Yeah, nothing really much going on for them.
I think we're going to find our meat in the stew in the society.
Society, culture, you name it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's where we're going to find the meat and potatoes.
Okay.
So let's just move over there, shall we?
Right.
So, obviously, probably one of the most social beast girls we could have,
Yep.
I would say. Just being the wolf pack alone mentality, it's enough to prove that.
I think I recently saw like a study about lone wolves versus wolf packs. I kind of forgot about it, but there's also
Usually a lone wolf goes off on its own from its own pack to make its own pack,
yeah.
becoming the leader of that pack.
So I do find it fun that wolves have both the side of ooh pack mentality, one of the pack, ahoo, versus I'm a lone wolf, I travel alone. Like, they have both sides of the coin.
Yeah, yeah. For the fact and for myself. Alright, so about how big would like a pack of our wolf folk be?
Let's see. Depends on how, quote unquote, developed their culture would be. I'm gonna say they can have like pretty big packs. Like, animal-wise, I think they can have like 20 in a pack easily.
Yeah, yeah. So I say if a pack is too big, there's definitely gonna be people who's like leaving the pack to make their own packs too.
Yeah.
But...
So if we look at like tribes, it wasn't just one group that hunted, since you also had people who stayed at home and you had different hunting parties. So if we make a pack like bigger, they also would have like a circulation, like it is your shift to hunt, yada yada yada. So we can definitely have like very big hunting parties, which would also indicate they would have bigger tribes or bigger packs waiting at home for them.
All right. I'll ask, just since you're usually the one to ask this, how far in technology would they be?
Okay, so considering they are definitely okay, this kind of because my thoughts is trying to keep them out of the line of becoming domesticated towards dogs, but that is a big part of
Factor,
what. Yeah, so that is kind of what is stirring me up, because what I can imagine is that they can definitely integrate a lot of other cultures. So, considering just what happened to wolves in our history, I actually have kind of issues trying to separate them right now. So,
which
honestly,
is fair.
I can see them becoming quite modern. Not as like they would definitely develop like better things to hunt, traps, tactics. But they would
Cowboy wolf girls.
They would also like they would also probably take or learn from other species. So I'm gonna say quite easily, considering I still assume they would be more for hunters than just developing quote-unquote society. I think they would technology level World War I.
I could see it, but that's still around the industrial age, which I don't think they would actually make it. I'm thinking like Roman Empire kind of era, honestly.
Okay, I will agree that Roman Empire is more complex than we give them credit for, but I still think it would be a bit more than that. Okay,
where does that leave us then?
Okay, so let's see. Medieval is also more advanced than... Is medieval more advanced than the ancient Roman Empire?
I think it's less.
That feels weird. But...
Yeah, Romans were quite advanced for what their time, I think.
Yeah, that is true, but there are... Oh, wait. There's actually like old Chinese was also pretty advanced. Like, yeah, well, I do think like the tech level would be around like either early industrial age or just before.
It'd probably be just before. I'm gonna be honest. I can't justify him being in the industrial. I'm being honest there. I just can't think of a good reason they would go that.
Yeah, like I said,
like maybe like the Old West, Old American West, cowboys and such too. We don't really have a lot of cultures in that era time.
Vampires.
Well, that's the only example, but people forget that was also with like there was knights and samurai around that time with the cowboys.
That is still a weird thing, like that you can just name three completely random things and they all live in the same time period.
Yeah, time was weird, but around that time period, around like the 1700s, where I'm thinking.
Okay, so I definitely can see them at least going to firearms.
Yeah, which would be like the Old West.
Okay. Yesn't, because...
That's just where I'm putting them. But I'm not hearing a better argument for something more.
If we're putting them on that tech level, I think they would be more like when... what was that one period? Like the end of the Sengoku era of Japan, definitely.
I don't know what that one.
While they did have a lot of guns, it wasn't as industrial as the Wild West was. Like they just...
Pre-industrial age, we'll just say that. Because that's for...
Yeah, okay, but like I said, it is kind of hard to say because I would think they would use a lot of other species to both learn from, to integrate it in their own.
But we're talking about by themselves, though.
Yeah, so it's... I just find it, with wolves, hard to split.
You got it, though, so I'm putting them in the Old West kind of era.
I'll go... Like... Yesn't, but...
By themselves.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, like, Sengoku era just sounds a little bit more like them.
Alright, let's move on since I don't think we're going to find a standing point here. Yeah. Let's see, that's by themselves. With other people, they can definitely get to modern age. It's easy.
Oh, yeah.
I had something. I don't think there's a true place to put wolves in the world.
Nope.
But I kind of have an idea. I'm not sure if I formed it all. So I might have to cook it a little bit. Well, before we get to that, I might need to cook it a little longer. What kind of professions are we looking at for our wolf folk?
Okay, I was actually thinking about that, and something did pop in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
That also kind of went like, wait. So, while with tech levels, I do think they would be around, like, for you, Wild West. But I do think that compared to other races, their medical technology would be higher.
Why?
Because I was just thinking, with how... Well, mostly with the current day with dogs, a lot of dogs are actually very well trained to both sense illnesses, like therapy dogs, sickness dogs.
Yeah.
Like, they can help you get your medicine. They are actually dogs that are trained to perform first aid on you, like chest compressions.
Sure.
So.
But that's just being trained to do what we already knew.
Yes. But other animals we also try to domesticate, and like we are able to live with a lot of animals. Like they can be. We just took
the most advantage of wolves. Let's be honest.
Yes, but they also have a great capability to learn. Like other animals, we aren't able to make them as empathetic. Or, like, we used cats for the same kind of purpose, to kind of keep our houses pest-free, but we weren't able to... Cat, I'm having a stroke. Grab that thing.
Like, yes and no. Like, if we could have domesticated cats like wolves, they probably would have been a better tool, because they actually have a better sense of smell than, like, dogs.
Well, we had this discussion during Cat Girls, but... What dogs do have is more of a accurate filter, so while cats are more sensitive, a dog would be better at organizing the sense, so it is scenario based which one would be better.
But that's like after years of domestication to get in the way of all that. But anyway.
And selective breeding.
Yeah. Let's see. What else?
So yeah, back to professions. Like, considering they are very social, I do think they would work great in the care sector. Like both nurses. There's of course hunters,
I guess.
and of course like police.
The obvious.
Yeah, there's the obvious ones. So, okay.
Professional athletes.
Yeah, well, depends on the category. They would definitely be good stamina builds, like runners and such. I'm trying to think of something.
Professional soccer / football players.
Yeah,
Chase the ball. Got it.
Scott from Monster Prom. Oh. I mean, they would also be good at American football because big dogs do like to pounce.
I know wolves are prominently more northern in their location in the world,
I can knock.
but I kind of want to put them in Central America, Brazil. I don't know why.
Okay, I can agree with Central America. I don't see Brazil.
Well, South America, but it's like Central South Americas. But I don't know why, but I'm free to put them somewhere else to influence their culture, like we've done with others. Like we put the foxes in the Viking era, or we made kobolds fucking Aztecian.
La chancla. Okay. Okay.
But you get what I mean? Kind of like put them somewhere
yeah,
where
something that
their
would
culture.
make sense. Let's see.
Because wolf girls don't have a culture besides Nordic. I could see, but I feel like that's like an obvious answer.
Okay.
I like doing these kind of. I don't know about you, but I kind of like putting them somewhere else and
Okay,
brainstorming. From
let's
there.
see. For a wolf to thrive, we either need a area that's not too mountainous,
Mm-hmm.
good forests. I can. Okay, let's. Okay, where does?
Australia?
That can become very dangerous, and I'm not sure for who. I was gonna ask, in what type of area does Spice Wolf take place?
It's pretty European.
Okay, so... okay, let's try moving them a little... Oh, wait, something... I might just have thought of something.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move them from Nordic a little bit further to the south in Europe to kind of the Italy area. Since you also definitely wanted to put them kind of in the Roman culture. Have you heard the myth that's about how Rome was created?
Which one?
About the
Romulus and Romulus?
Yeah, about the two boys raised by a wolf.
Yeah, yeah.
So if we... Oh wait, yeah, if we put them in Italy, that would also make a lot of sense. Even if we move them to the modern world, mafia wolves.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. We got a thread. We got a thread.
Yeah, because that actually does work with the pack mentality. Because do not mess with the family. La familia.
Yeah. Reel that fish in.
Yeah. Okay. So we have both wolves who tend to be wolves in the real world can both be like regal creatures that help like keeping certain animal populations at bay. Those would be like the respectable mafia families that like, sure, they do crime, but they make sure that the general populace either thrives or isn't bothered.
Yeah.
And then you have the wolves who just go for your livestock, which would be like the mafia families who would like extort you and like ask for quote-unquote protection money.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it now.
And definitely those two wolves also do... Those wolves actually do tend to clash, because when one of those... I'm just going to refer to them as noble wolves, the ones that know to leave humans alone. Know that if those other wolves attack livestock, then humans might be coming for them. I actually have read cases about wolves, different wolves fighting.
Yeah. They have their own territories and everything as well.
Yeah. Plus,
Uh.
they would look good in suits.
Instead of a pack leader, they have the Don.
Exactly.
The Godfather Wolf.
The pup fodder.
Alright, yeah, that works better than I thought. They have their guns now, too.
Yeah.
I just think of, I just think of greaser wolves now, like the greaser, like the 1950s Italians with the leather jackets and the greased back hair. Hey,
Hey, I'm woofing over here.
stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah, like I could definitely see like a southern Europe to work, and they do have a lot of room there. Oh, okay. So imagine like a wolf with a vineyard, like. When the wolf drinks its wine, the sheep stamp its grapes.
Okay.
I don't know why I went there. I just was.
Okay, Socrates.
Yeah. So honestly, Italian wolves do make sense. And even if it isn't, even if we're not gonna go with the mafia aspect, Italians have a great sense of community.
Yeah, it's really all about family with them.
Oh, cool. Did we have some? I think we had a couple things in the Mediterranean, but this would be
Yeah, the rulers of the Mediterranean.
Yeah.
I think we had like a mermaid there.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Mostly because of the Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
And also because it is pretty close by, they could go to the Alps for Oktoberfest, like for winter retreats.
Yeah, it's still pretty north as well, so that works great with their natural environments and wolves.
Yeah, it is decently close to Germany, where wild wolves have been are starting to become more frequent again.
I had an idea that also kind of works, like,
Oh.
and instead of like the Don and stuff, the big bad wolf, the common trope name.
Yeah. I huff and I puff, and you all pay me my money.
I will blow your house down if you don't pay me.
I will blow you. My house down, right? My house down, right?
Yeah.
Ah,
That's a better fit than I thought it would be.
honestly, yeah. I'm trying to think of something else, because...
Where in the world's our waifu? Italy.
No, wait, that's not Italian music.
No, you gotta play the Carmen Sandiego music.
Where... Oh, I just should make a Would You Waifu version of Where the Hell is Carmen Sandiego?
You could.
Honestly, that Netflix show had no reason to be as good as it was.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
It was fair.
Let's see, what else could we do with the mafia Italian aesthetic of our girls now?
Okay, so... what...
My spaghetti!
Yeah, how invested in pasta culture would the wolves be? Considering
I don't know.
they probably would have a little bit of a longer snout if we're making them more on the 4 on the furry scale.
They would love their meat sauce.
They do. And the and I have seen a lot of dogs who do enjoy getting like pasta.
So that's fine.
Oh god, it is starting to click.
The gears are grinding.
Okay, this isn't even I hate that I don't hate it scenario. Like, I just like mafia wolves.
A wolf girl in a suit. Yeah, I can see it. Yep.
Definitely gonna add some points to the waifu rating for that one.
Yep, I can see the bar increasing now.
Okay, so Now it's the question: on average, if we're going with the mafia approach, how subtle do you think they would be to other people, or do you think it's more like, oh, you're a wolf? Then they're just starting to assume. Like, would it be a stereotype at some point, or?
I mean, at some point, like, but stereotypes go and come like the wind, my man. You got.
To be fair,
It's like
some ones do last longer than others.
like think when America was just being founded and the mafias and all that were coming over and such. It's like if you thought you were Italian, you were part of the mafia, even if you weren't. So stereotypes exist no matter where. So
that is true.
I mean, I am, but that's the reason.
Yeah, I kind of love that joke. Like, oh, so you're thinking I'm this because I'm that? Well, I am, but not because I'm that.
Yeah. Oh, you think I sold it to the mafia? No, not because I was in the mafia, but I steal it.
Okay, so what about the common trope about wolves howling at the moon?
Wasn't there a moon goddess in Roman culture?
There's a moon goddess in a lot of places.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I'm taking the cheap shot, so I mean, it could be some kind of moon worshipping ceremony. It could be a religion.
Oh yeah, right. Religion. How?
We've skipped that a bit.
Yeah.
It's a touchy subject, so it's understandable why.
You know what? Honestly, considering the stuff we just said about about wolves and such, if we have to give them like a canon religion, I can easily see them being Catholic.
Yeah. I have no qualms about that, especially when it all started. Started around there.
Yeah.
The Crusades! I remember the Crusades now. How was our Wolf Girls affected by the Crusades?
Okay, so I think with Crusades they would probably be, let's say, not on the side with the red crosses.
Really?
Yeah, like I can see them, but more as in converted after.
Not the ones spreading it on their own?
Exactly. I can see them being mostly converted after the Crusades because, once again, we domesticated wolves.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I can't fight that.
Okay. What is there else? Because we have... Today we started with bears who ended up being either Russian or pilgrims. And now we have mafia wolves. We had Viking foxes. And colonial...
British colonial cat girls.
What is it with us and putting all of the victory in organized savagery?
I mean, that's because there's so much about them that it's like so easy to fall into just the normal stuff that we know about them. So spicing it up with these things makes it much more.
Yeah, but they all have something in common.
They're all around the same area, so there's definitely some territory war between all three of them.
Okay, what would you rather deal with? A colonial cat girl, a mafia wolf, or a Viking fox? Yeah.
Jesus Christ, we put them all in the same area.
Well, different part. Kind of like a triangle in Europe, but...
They're within 1,000 miles of each other, okay?
I mean, two of them are very prone to spreading, so...
Uh-huh.
But yeah, which of the three would you rather deal with?
I define deal with.
Up to interpretation.
Well, in context of the show, which one would I wife the most? And I would have to say Wolf Girls.
You would rather waifu a mafia wolf girl?
Mafia Wolf Girl over the rest of them.
Okay, waifu-wise, I am gonna slightly agree. If I happen to run into them, not as a waifu, but as a potential obstacle, I would say the colonial cats, because cats are way easier to distract.
Laser beam go!
Cat dip
Use
into
your
the
laser
harbor!
pointers!
Or just a cucumber.
Throw the cucumbers!
You know, just because we mentioned the cat, let me just grab it again.
The fuck you say?
Okay. What else should we talk about with bulls? Because
I think we have our solid base.
yeah, like there's not going to be much of a gender thing. Like, what type of mating ritual would there even be with mafias? Like, it would definitely be kind of materialistic. Like, who has either the most ground, who has the biggest quote-unquote family, because the biggest family has the biggest amount of bitches.
Well, with the mafia, marrying between families is a way to form alliances.
Ooh, yeah.
So it's definitely between families is the thing.
Cousin Lupin, let's go ballin'. Okay.
Dupadidi!
Ah, yes. Cousin from the Ahuga family. You have shown me great respect.
You come today. On the day of my daughter's wedding.
I should have turned you into rawhide, but I'm in a good mood. Oh, imagine Mafia Wars just the civil way to solve a mafia dispute. Just have a tug of war. By the way, can we both agree that that wolf girls just putting them in suits is kind of hot?
Oh, yeah.
Hells yeah!
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but so kind of forgetting about realism. Let's talk about wolves in a fantasy setting real quick. Like,
I want to say something first.
Oh, sure, go right ahead.
About the suits, though.
Oh.
Dresses are boring. Give us the
mean,
pirate aesthetic. Give us the suit aesthetic.
I like the Chinese dress aesthetic. Like, I think they're called the hupao.
I mean, that's fine. But dresses are boring.
Most dresses are boring, yes.
Alright, that's just what I want to establish.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Like, it is... Like, a dress can be nice to look at, but a suit, though. Anyways, so, realistically speaking, I don't think wolves would be a very magical adept race. I think they could be like mostly rogues, but specifically like inquisitive.
Charlatan.
Yes, and like I can see like charlatan backgrounds.
Charisma-based rogue, sure.
Not bad.
Assassin.
Yeah, assassin, scout, like definitely in the rogue category.
Rogue's definitely a top tier pick. Hunters. Oh, Ranger.
You know, yeah, ranger makes sense.
Ranger's also a good top tier pick, I would say.
Ironically, I can see them being decently beast masters.
Yes, I could see it too. Yeah, no, I think those are gonna be our top tier picks. Wolf girl.
Yeah. Not really a determined
I don't see
place.
much magic. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see much.
Not a real established place in Terra Waifus.
Just be careful which one you're talking to.
Yeah. Okay, so Blackout.
Yes.
I know the answer is gonna be yes, but would you waifu a wolf?
Yes.
Fair. So before we
Would you?
started, I forgot to ask that when we started.
Would you waifu a wolf?
Honestly, yeah. Oh, thanks
How
for the
about wolf girl?
subscription.
Haha!
Wait, wait, I can see notification when someone subscribes to my YouTube on here? Huh.
I guess because you have it linked.
I was not aware of that.
I guess it doesn't really happen much.
Nope, it does not. Anyways,
Because usually
so when we started, what were your ratings when it came to Wolf Girls, both general and waifu rating?
General 9, waifu 10.
Okay,
Now we have our Mafia Wolves 10-10,
okay,
10-11 if I can go.
okay. When we started, general, I was kind of looking forward to what you had to say here, so I kind of hyped myself up. So general interest started out as an 8, I would say. Waifu,
Okay, fair.
I'm gonna say, like, waifu rating, I'm gonna say they started out as a 6, because I thought, like, we already talked about Fox Girls, so aesthetic-wise they're pretty similar most of the time.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. But, but now, the waifu rating definitely shot up to a good 8, because
Alright.
before I start singing Barney's Look Good in a Suit song. Yeah, suits. But,
I don't think you gave a 10 to any of our big 3. Did you?
No.
So who is your favorite Beast Girl, then?
You know what, yeah. Okay, so, of
You've
course,
never given a 10 before.
Okay, so every time I rated, I kind of looked at them at their own. If I have to start comparing them for different, I'm gonna have a top 3 of Beast Girls.
All right.
So this does not include things we talked about in the earlier seasons, like Harpies, Lamias, or.
Wait a minute. Before you rank it, we could do a tier list. I want to.
Want to do a tier list next time, or after we done our next subject?
We can talk about that later, but yeah, tier list.
Okay, I will reveal my favorite Beast Girl at the end of the Safari season.
Content.
Anyways, yeah, I would definitely. Okay, but looking at the top 3 the big 3 that we had, I'm gonna rate them from bottom to top. Wolves, Cat Girls, Fox Girls. Mostly because the Fox Girls became with a actually, never mind. I'm gonna switch Foxes and Cat Girls because both of them were pretty left field what we came up with for them.
We had to.
Yeah, like, I just love that how much that one makes sense.
The invasive cat girl species.
Though aesthetically,
Anyway,
though with aesthetic-wise, I will give it to Wolf Girls.
yeah. All right. So we are running out of time. I think we called the end of the show here now,
Yeah.
don't we?
So just to everyone who's still in chat, I do have one more question for you. Would you waifu a bear girl, or would you waifu a wolf girl? I'm not gonna expect anyone to answer anyway. This is also for people who tend to watch this later.
Watch it later or in the background. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We're just a couple of idiots making dumb content over here.
Okay. So.
But it's amazing in its own right.
Yeah. Wait, whose week is it? Whose turn is it with the brain cell this week?
I don't know. You can just use it now.
Cool, because I'm gonna probably use it for all the games I'm GMing at the moment. So, what about our next debate, Blackout? Because I put an option what I wanted to do for the Safari of Stupidity.
Are we doing one more Safari episode after this? Or are we going to continue Safari?
You know, just because we kind of teased it during the Bears, I think we should do one more Safari.
Yeah. All right. We have another. This one's going to be another General Beast Girl category. We are doing the Insect Girls.
Insect Kin!
If you do have aversion to bugs, you may just want to keep us on in the background for that episode. But yeah, we're going to be doing insects next time. And I can finally bring this up. Those bears would fight those bee girls.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The war on honey begins. Next week on Would You Waifu?
Okay, so this is definitely gonna be a subject I'm gonna be hyped about. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is just a little aesthetic choice for the bear girls.
Yeah.
Can we give them a southern accent?
Sure.
Yes.
Why not Russian?
Good point. Well, it depends if it's an American bear or a Russian bear.
Yeah, cases. But no, sign us out there, dude.
Okay, let's see who is online to raid. Ooh, I see a fun name. Anyways, to everyone who's still left in chat, thanks for dropping in. Thanks for popping by. It has been fun. Bye bye. Anything you would like to say, Blackout?
We're idiots.
Actually, I would like to summarize this stream. They are way too friend-shaped and wolves in suits. That'll be all.
That'll be all. God. What is our show turning into?